Hey, new kid, come sit with us. We're comparing Grey.
What's your name, kid? Come on, no harm in telling us.
What if you spelled it for us?
Oh, here, use this.
You just carry that around with you?
It came in handy, didn't it?
B-E-A-U. Beau.
That is too many vowels.
No, like handsome in French.
Beau. His name is Beau, yeah?
Hi, my name is Civ Street, or J Knight, and I am a co-write of Beau the Musical. So the show follows a 17-year-old Beau who's recently stopped talking, and his dad, not quite knowing what to do with him, sends him to this group home, Jennings Home for Adolescents. And throughout the story, we kind of follow Beau on his healing journey while he figures out what it is to have a voice. Along the way, he meets a whole bunch of kooky cast members who are all unique and individual in their own ways, all dealing with their own problems. So we have Beau, who is the main character and our title character. Beau is 17 years old. He has recently stopped talking. I believe that the most technical term for it would be selective mutism due to trauma. That due to trauma is a very important bit. We don't want to associate that all selective mutism comes from trauma. It kind of separates them both, so we wanted to make sure we distinguished that. We learn a lot about Beau throughout the whole show. He's a painter. He likes bad movies. There was a joke about The Godfather in our version of it, which is interesting. Peter is a troublemaker at the home and is alluded to having early signs of schizophrenia. His biggest dream is to get away from the home and kind of go see what the real world is like because he's been there for so long. Candace has bipolar disorder and is a burn survivor from a suicide attempt in the 8th grade. Candace is the lead female in the friend group and honestly one of my favorite characters. She's very dear to my heart. But she is a very headstrong and spitfire girl, and she's got this real softness to her while still keeping all of her sharp edges, and she's loved for it no matter what, and I love that about her. Robin is a kleptomaniac and also one of the most notorious liars at the home. Charlie is a kid with an unspecified eating disorder. Michael is one of the notorious normal kids at the home. His only real reason for being at the home is because his parents don't like that he wears skirts, so he is labeled as the home's cross-dresser. Gracie is a hypochondriac. Divya is at the home by court order for some unforeseen circumstances. We have our parents, which is Beau's dad, father, and Beau's mom, mother, and then we also have Peter's mom. Kathy is the home's assistant and truly the heart of the staff. McNamara is the group therapist and psychologist, and Daniels is the psychiatrist for the home.
I didn't spend 8 years in medical school for you to call me Daniels!
Then you earned a medical degree for nothing.
So my co-write, D Knight, and I met in high school, and we've been best friends pretty much ever since.
My name is D Knight. I was the original co-write.
That whole little scheme and the whole mystery kind of just came out of a whim. We've always kind of been into the idea of anonymity, but as I've become more of a performer and I've decided to come into this field not only as a writer, as an actor, I've become more comfortable with showing who I am and my identity. But a big part of Dee's concept is that they're anonymous.
The original idea behind JD Knight is that we weren't going to ever make it super obvious that it was two people. I think part of myself definitely romanticizes the mystery, and I still romanticize the idea of JD Knight being a singular entity, so if there has to be any face on it, I'm fine with it being Civ's.
Thank you. Beau came to be in my junior and senior year of high school.
Funnily enough, Beau's origin story is Peter Pan.
Originally, the plot was based off of a young man with Peter Pan syndrome.
And so we had this idea of the scene of you see Peter Pan, this young boy who you've been watching throughout the play, and for some reason he's called across the stage and he passes behind a prop and emerges on the other side as an older actor, like an old man, and that was going to be the big reveal.
And it would be a whole moment.
And we didn't really have anything more than that. And we started talking about all the other characters. And at some point, I said, what if there was a lost boy new to the facility who didn't speak?
And it eventually kind of evolved into what it is now. The first version of the script and the latest version of the script are very different.
I think by the second draft, there was a narrator character.
Obviously now we've cut the narration part.
A new song has been added.
I have 8 minutes until I have to go into my composition meeting, but I'm working on the song and I think I figured it out.
There's been about 4 characters cut.
There have been songs that were taken out, probably for the best.
And originally in the first draft, Michael and Candace got together.
I can't be with you like that. Not now, not in any future I can see from here.
I got to work with Abigail Collinsworth as a director, and handing off my script to her was truly something else. Getting to see how she took the script and made it into her own was very, very intriguing and gave me a lot of insight on what directors in the future will be doing with it and ways that I need to strengthen things like stage directions or even like forewords to scenes. It was very interesting. We had a lot of hardships with the beginning of Beau, for sure. We had so many people drop throughout the whole process. The first week we lost to Daniels and then we had to pull somebody in. And then 3 weeks before we opened, another actor dropped and we had to pull 2 other actors who were in the previous show here at Mount. And they came in and kind of swooped in and saved the day, thank God. But yeah, we had quite a few hardships throughout the whole process. It was very interesting, to say the least. Seeing my words come to life
As a fully realized performance,
is truly bewildering.
very surreal. Leading up to it, I was very anxious, and then I sat down and I watched it for the first time, and all that anxiety went away.
It went so much better than I ever could have imagined, and I imagined truly great things, but it was truly a magical experience getting to see it all come together. In the future, I would like to see Beau wherever Beau seems to find itself.
I don't think there are any ifs, ands, or buts about whether or not Beau will be performed again. This is definitely not the last stage for Beau, and I look forward to see where it goes in the future.
I think truly Beau belongs in the heart of smaller community theaters. As much as I would love to think it would do well on Broadway, I think it deserves a smaller stage where you can be closer to the audience so you can really feel all that you need to feel for it. At the end of the day, I couldn't have done this show without all of the wonderful actors and artists that came together to make it possible. So at the end of the day, thank you to all of you. You know who you are.
Do you wear wigs?
That I like you,
Lower.
and I.
Sorry, I'm trying to think
Oh my god!
Oh my God. Slower. Slower.
Okay.
Have you worn wigs?
Wiggle it more. Yes. All on your toes. Click your toes.
Will you wear wigs?
Michael? Oh, yeah. Oh, Michael, how could I possibly forget Michael?
When will you wear wigs?